Alan, there you gorgeous lot. Welcome back to another fantastic show here on Crafters TV. It's all about the launch. Crazy with me, how are you?
Oh my gosh, what a wake-up call we had earlier on. I knew you guys would absolutely love the 3D decorations, but boy, you loved them. Gave a Facebook Live last night.
Yes, how was that?
That was so good, so good. You already knew that you were wanting them, but one of the things that came apparent is, although you were going to be buying them anyway, you would have thought they were a lot more difficult than they actually were. And you've seen between my Facebook Live last night and Wake Up Call, these are the most easiest construction that you're probably ever going to find as well. Certainly that snowflake is probably easiest than all of them. We're going to hit the ground running hard, so we stepped it right back. I know it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But it's not, trust me, it's not. In Wake Up Call, we showed you how you can construct some of them just in copier paper, so you get that free rein as to how you can then use them. But with initial launch day, we've got that fab paper pad within the bundle. You've asked, Craig, can we see the tree? Can we see the tree? Can we see the tree?
Can we see the tree?
That's going to be the very first demonstration.
Delightful.
We're going to do the tree with the paper pad.
Excellent. Remember as well, very busy. There's a cartload coming. This is, of course, your launch day for the next couple of hours. 6 p.m. This evening here in the UK. 1 o'clock on the East Coast. There is a 3-hour cartload with myself and Sarah. I think there might be a little sprinkling of Leanne in there as well, if I'm not mistaken. In cartload, no? No, not today. There we go. I don't know where I got that from.
No?
Unless she comes in, she may come in. Who knows? She can do what she wants. She's Leanne.
For Sunday.
She is indeed. She is she here on Sunday as well? Maybe that's where it is. And she's here with me. She's in tomorrow. She's doing the wake up call tomorrow, and she's going to be here with me all day on Saturday as well, which is going to be loads of fun. Now, free gifts, of course, every single day as we expect through our birthday event. Today's is this. It is worth £20. Which is amazing, and it is the one I love, Intralace, amazing credit card die. So you're going to get that when you are spending £10, $10.
This is the one that you're going to get. You've seen the start of Wake Up Call.
What happened this morning?
There may have been a little mix-up when it comes to wrapping the presents.
Does that mean we've seen a different one?
So you did see a different one that's upcoming.
Oh.
But this is the one that you are going to be getting.
This is definitely today's. Now remember, of course, if you are spending $50, you are going to receive the exclusive birthday paper. That has a £10 voucher in there as well, which is amazing. And it's not an either or. So you spend 10, you get this one. Spend 50, you get both. Spend 100, and you'll get all three as well. And a £20, $20 voucher to use through November and December. Exclusive colours to our birthday celebrations.
Absolutely.
These ones just here. It was so busy in Wake Up Call on that launch that we're going to be sharing with you for the next couple of hours. Yeah.
Officially, the busiest Wake Up Call to date we have ever done in the last 3 and a bit years of Crafters TV.
Amazing, so busy. The birthday celebrations have been absolutely incredible. They really have. If you want to go and get involved, not only in this show, but also in that later cartload show, all the deals are live right now over on the website. So that is where you need to pop yourself across to. crafterscompanion.co.uk.com.eu is where you will find all of those amazing deals. So make sure you are getting over there and you are getting stocked up on them, because there are so many deals. Hit that shop the day button and you'll see absolutely everything that we have to offer throughout the course of the day here at Crafters TV. Don't forget as well, you can still get in touch with us, because we will be, of course, having a good old chinwag, as we love to do here at Crafters TV, and also we'll be giveaways in every single show. So it'll be a £25 goodie bag and a £25 voucher given away in this show. All you need to do to be with a chance of winning is just drop us a comment. The more times you comment, the more entries you'll get, and that's Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you're across on YouTube. Lots of people tuning in saying hi already. So many messages here this morning, Craig, already. Who we got? Mary's in, Patty, Debbie, Janet, Tammy's here as well. Lynn is in Glasgow. Loads of you tuning in. I'll get to more of those as we go through the show. If you've got any questions about the launch or about anything, you can get them in to me. I want to give you the details first and foremost then. This is the deal for you. The value, I think, is incredible on this particular collection. So what you're going to get in here is all 4 of these brand new dies. You're getting the paper pad. The only way to get that paper pad, of course, is in there. It has sold out on its own individually. You're also getting the glue dots, the glue pen set, and the faux snow as well. You're saving £20 or $29. Now, the stock update, it's 60% has already gone. This will go in this show. I think we are quite confident on that. When it goes, we will still, so the dies, the dies and the paper pads are not the issue here with this. It's the extra bits that we are throwing in there. We will give you another deal. There will be another deal. The value will not be as good as this deal. I can tell you that immediately right off the bat. So if you want the best value, you need to get them. You need to get a hold of this now. Lots of you in the shopping process already. So I'll take you through what you're getting included then. This one here is your Christmas tree. You're going to get the dies and then the template to allow you to create that lovely cone effect on the inside of there. That is your Christmas tree. You've also then got the snowflake. I said to Craig, I thought this would be the most difficult one to create. Craig has assured me it is super duper simple. So you're getting that in there. You're also then getting the round bauble included, or ornament. Look at the dimension on those. And you will then get as well the teardrop bauble included too. They are the 4 dies and templates that are coming included in there for you. £50 or $65, £40 or $52 if you are a platinum member. Very, very busy on that at the moment. As I said, any questions you've got, get them into me. We will share with you some of the later cartload deals as we go through the show as well. I think once people see these made, Craig, I just can imagine people doing their entirety of all their decorations themselves with these this year.
Absolutely. Really, really can see that myself. When it comes to these ones, what you're going to do is you're going to chill, you're going to relax, you're going to do the cut and you're going to do that formation. It's not one that's going to take 5 minutes to make, but on the other hand, it's not one that's going to take weeks and weeks. I would say easily, and I was trying to work back a few of them that I've done at home, right from the start to the end, an hour. Maybe not even an hour to make one. Absolutely beautiful. Couple of things first and foremost. So these are the sort of things that you can be making. Now when it comes to your bauble, so this one here, decoration, where it's 360 all the way around, absolutely your paper pad that's 100 GSM or any papers that are 100 GSM are going to be the way to go because it flexes all the way around. If you are going to do like a half one, Joe, so for instance, if you're going to do it on front of a card, because you don't have to use them in that full 360 way, you can absolutely get away with using your heavier cardstock or your heavier papers, for instance, such as...
But only for a half one?
I would only do it for the half one because there's just way too much pressure when it comes to a fuller one. Now, without contradicting myself here, if you wanted to do a full round one, but with some of your pattern papers from Sarah's Signature, anything that's round about 180 GSM, you can still create them, but what you're going to do, Joe, is you're going to incorporate additional layers. Okay. Because the more layers that you put in, the less pressure it is that's going to be on them. I've tried it, I can tell you that absolutely works. However, the product development team have designed these with the key number of layers you're going to pop in to create that honeycomb effect is the one that you want to do to make it absolutely perfect and just stand out absolutely exquisitely. So just to say that, you know, the best way, 360, absolutely, your 100 GSM that you've got within that paper pad. So what you can then be doing is, I've shown you that one there, you can be creating your Christmas tree as well. Now, there is 4 die sets, Joe, but within each one you can make 2 different sizes. So you can do 2 different sizes when it comes to the tree, but then what we've also got is our teardrop that you can see here. Absolutely beautiful.
That's stunning, isn't it? To think you can make those yourself is quite amazing.
It really is amazing.
What would you pay for these if you bought them in the store? I can't even begin to imagine.
That's the thing. When you start to take into account how much you could potentially charge if you want to sell them, which of course you can do. But look at that snowflake, front and back, and then you can be mixing up the pattern papers if you want to. This one is the only one without a template. And as you can see, there's not much flexing going on compared to this one. So if you wanted to, you can use your heavier weight cardstock. For instance, this one here, I done on my Facebook Live last night, Joe, and this is using Sarah's past collection, Glitter and Snowflake, and the pattern papers from them. So you can see you can be using a multitude, but the basic thing to keep in mind is your 360 form all the way around, 100 GSM to about 120 work perfectly. So how do you create them? So what you're going to do is, let me just get my die set into position here because...
Quick questions coming in already, Craig. Yes. Tammy asked, I'm not quite sure what this means, but I'm hoping you will. Would the 3D decorations fit in the Christmas elegance?
Christmas Elegance.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that, I don't think.
I'm not sure exactly what that one means, Christmas Elegance. Let us know what you're meaning by the Christmas Elegance, and then we'll be able to answer
go from
that
there.
one. We'll do that for sure. So what we're going to do within this one, as I did say beforehand, start of launch day, we'll just take it right back to the beginning here. You have got your instructions, you've also got your template, and let's not forget to bring out the dies, because this is what you need. So you've got your 2 dies, so your larger tree and then your smaller tree. Your instructions step you through every single way. So you can see there's up to 12 steps, so we really do hold your hand just with the instructions, but of course you can go back and watch this live in my Facebook Live from last night. One side is the instructions for the tree, one side is for the large. Now pretty much, Joe, the instructions, most of them, are all exactly the same. It's just the start that differs that we can see here. So I'm going to do the large tree here. So it lets me know that I'm going to need 18 panels that are 6.5 inches by 5.5 inches. So I've already cut them down. So I need 18 of these. But what it also does, Joe, is it even tells you how many 12 by 12 sheets you would need to do that.
Perfect.
So it's all there for you. So as I say, 18 of them. So with the tree, I like to alternate. So I've got 1, I've got 2, and I've got a few others. What you need to do, fold them in half and give them a really good burnish. So we're going to give it a really good burnish here. And then I've got a few others good to go. So I've got 4 altogether. So this is when you would have the 18 of them. You might have them offset with different patterns. You might have them all one design. That's up to you. But this is at this point, you're going to then have the 18. What we're then going to do is we're then going to choose your Christmas tree. So just to say as well, the reason the instructions are slightly different for both sizes is because with the smaller tree, your papers can be smaller. You don't need as big a pieces. So that's the only bit that differs. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the die and we're going to go over onto the seam of your pattern paper. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pop it right to the side here. I'm going to use my low-tack tape to hold it down. So what I like to do is I like to come over just by a millimetre or so.
Right.
Because if I turn this around, the die ends and then there's about 1 or 2 millimetres where there's no die. So I like to just have that overlapping the edge ever so slightly. So that means the whole piece is going to cut no problem.
It's already exceptionally busy in this show as we thought it would be, Craig. Loads of you ordering, lots of you checked out already. I think it's going to go very quickly in this launch day show. We'll have a backup deal for you. The value will not be quite as good as it is here in this first offer, so make sure you're grabbing it.
It won't, will it? Will it? It's going to absolutely fly out. So what I've done here is I've got 4 sheets all together and I've just tucked them inside each other. You can layer them on top if you want, but I find it works by tucking them in. Now, Joe, the bauble, the teardrop, the snowflake, the tree, what size of Gemini do you think you would need?
Oh, at least the junior, maybe the big one.
Mini.
Ah, that's incredible.
Every single one of these, you can use the mini.
We've got a star buy on that as well coming up in that cartload later. Maybe we'll remind you of that shortly.
So we're just going to pop that into our folder and then we're going to run that one through.
Is that the larger or the smaller of the 2 Christmas trees you're doing there?
This is the largest
That's
tree.
the larger one.
Yeah.
Cool.
So every single decoration will fit through your mini. Of course, you can absolutely use your other Geminis, but all that we're going to do is we're going to take all of these bits out and then we're going to move that to the side. So before I go any further, do you want to take a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. There's loads and loads of people letting me know they've gone for this. So over 60% of this is gone. Hadassah says, well, hello, this is certainly the show I've been waiting for. Hit the like and save button already. Laurie says, so excited for the demos. I want to learn about these. Linda's ordered my party bag. Well, thank you for that, Linda. I'll share that with you as we go through the show. Crafty Becky says, we're her 2 favourite men. I love that. Coletta said, I've gone for this already. I had to get it after watching Craig's Facebook Live last night. She says, I've ordered my bundle this morning. Wish I could have gotten the extra papers. Geraldine says, slept through the earlier show. Glad to see the set of decorations is still available. It is, Geraldine. for now, is what I would say. Val says, hi John Craig, I bought Joe's bag this morning with a few other things. Oh, treat yourself, Val. And Jeets has got the 3D deal with the extra paper. Looking forward to making baubles and snowflakes with the grandkids. Christmas Elegance, Craig, I think is the original 3D decorations we did. You know, they're like little snow globe type thing.
Oh,
I think that's what they are.
Yes. So, a couple of them would. For instance, the small ornament, so the traditional elegance, funny enough, name title, that would fit. Maybe a couple of the other smaller ones. Give them a shot, see how you can then incorporate them, but a couple of them would do. Not all of them, but some would.
There you are. Hope that helps. Any questions you've got, please get them into me.
Perfect. So I've not done anything, I've left it exactly the way that it was. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull them out and I'm going to separate them. So what I've already done as well, Joe, is I've got a few others, keeping in mind, in total, you're going to have 18 of these ones here.
Okie doke.
So because I'm using the large tree, I'm going to use the large template. If you're using the small one, you're going to use the small one.
Okie doke.
So we're going to use this one. So I'm going to pop that to the side. To make it easier for all of you to see what I was doing in wake-up calls, because of the contrast, I'm just putting it on my purple sponge mat. You would just do it onto your glass mat or your craft mat. And then what to do is tape it down. It's not essential, but it's going to stop your template from moving it and making it a little bit easier. Adhesives. So, if you're creating a full 360 ornament, I would absolutely highly recommend your tacky glue. We do have a bundle on the website as well. The tacky glue, because this then dries into the fibres of the cardstocks, it gives that flexibility and you're able to go all the way around. If you're going to do something such as a half decoration,
Yep.
so anything like that, the half decoration, your glue dots would be absolutely adequate.
And you're getting those included, aren't you, those glue dots?
Indeed, absolutely. We've all got tacky glue within our stash, and you know what? Even if you use tacky glue the most, you've got a whole roll of glue dots that you can be using elsewhere. So it's like a little bonus. So I am going to create a 360, so therefore I'm going to use my tacky glue. So what we can then do is we're going to bring in our first Christmas tree. So I'm going to open up my Christmas tree and I'm just going to slot it to the side of this template. Once again, Joe, every single step of the way is throughout this instruction. So we're there holding your hand, where to put your glue, how to layer up, even just the number of layers. So to start with, we're going to go with letter A. Now what I would differ slightly from the instructions will kind of show to pop your adhesive towards the edge.
Okay.
What I've been doing, Joe, is I've been coming in with my tacky glue and I've been coming in maybe about 1/4 of an inch in.
Okay.
So letter A. So letter A and letter A, 1/4 of an inch in, and then what we're going to do is we're going to
So a tiny bit of adhesive.
You really do not need much at all. This is our Collal tacky glue, which has very little water content. It's not pure adhesive, but there's a lot of adhesive with very little water. So therefore, you need the smallest piece. You put excess glue on, what will happen as you start to build it up, it's going to seep around the edges, and it's actually going to glue all of the layers together, which you don't want. So this is where, as well, tiny little bit of glue, but then also maybe about 1/4 of an inch in from the edge, you're going to be absolutely good to go. So then what we can do is take the next one. So the next one, we're going to go into the B. Now for all of these, what I find, because I've been doing lots and lots of things with them the last couple of weeks building up to this launch day show, the top and the bottom, the pressure really isn't on the top and the bottom. So
right.
I'd still be popping adhesive on, but don't worry, because you might think, well, how are you going to get 1/4 of an inch away from the edge? You don't need to worry about that. Just pop a little bit at B. I'm going to put a little bit at the bottom. And then what you're also doing is you're just going in into where the letters B's are, and then you're going to come in with your next Christmas tree, and then you're going to lay that over the top. So as that's lined up, we're then going to press this one into place, let it grab. And what you don't need to worry about is if you have difficulty lining things up, if these don't quite line up, Joe, don't worry, because as you fan it out, you're not going to notice it.
Yes.
So it's really, really easy, and it gives you a really, really good boost as it starts to come together. So then what we start to do is we start to repeat ourselves. So we're going back into A, and then A, and then we're going to close. So we're going to press that one in. And then once again, Joe, we're going to go B, 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 and then B. And then we're going to pop the next one.
It's very methodical, isn't it? Very, very straightforward.
It really is.
Christine Mahoney was asking, we talked earlier about using heavier cardstock and doing half ornaments, Craig.
Yes.
Could we stick 2 half ornaments together? Anything stopping us doing that? Making, like a 180 paper, doing a half and a half and then just gluing them?
Yeah, absolutely. You can do a full ornament with round about 180 GSM, but what you're going to do, for instance, like the bauble, where you would need, I think it was something like 18 panels. What to do is incorporate a few additional panels. That's going to take the pressure off that full 360 bauble. So still have a play. The product development team have worked on this and trialled on this and got the best number of layers, best adhesives for us to come to you. But yeah, have a play. It's only paper, so give it a shot. It's only card.
Absolutely. 2/3 gone now in this, Craig, in this bundle. 2/3 has gone. Lots of you with it in your basket at the moment as well. We'll give you an opportunity to check out after Craig's demonstration, but it is super busy. I think it's a case of when it goes, not if it goes at this rate.
Exactly. It really, really will be. Because it's one of those, and I was saying on my live last night, Joe, when I found out we were getting these ones, and I found out I had the launch, I did think, is this going to be my thing? Because although I've got a lot of patience, I'm not always keen on repetition. I was saying last night, I've done wedding invites for friends and family in the past, and I don't actually enjoy doing them because it's so repetitive. I have had an absolute blast working on these. I've been playing with them at home when I've not needed to. Not needed to do prep with them. It's my downtime. I've still been getting creative with them. Absolutely love these ones. So each time, all that we're going is A and B, A and B, A and B.
Could we use vellum for these, you think, Craig?
That would look absolutely gorgeous. That really would.
Would you use the same adhesive?
Tacky glue.
Yeah.
Tacky glue, absolutely. Because your vellum has got that coating.
It's probably about the right weight vellum as well, isn't it?
I would say so. I would say so, yeah, absolutely. Give it a shot. As I say, all of these is only card and paper. Now, of course, yes, we don't want to waste anything like this, but when you've got them home, give them a shot. Try it, see what you want, see what works. You'll find things that maybe don't necessarily work, but it's up to you. But all that we're doing is we're going in. So the other way to think of it, Joe, is when your tree's open like this is going to be letter A. So the end, we're closing it. And then when you're coming to add on an additional layer, that's when you go on to letter B. So just working my way along. And then we're going to press this one in. Have I done that one? Oh, I think that's a strange one. I think I've done one rogue layer. Let's go in with this one here. Press this one in.
I think what you don't appreciate when you see these is how simple the steps are. I think you look at them, you see how dramatic they are, how impressive they are, and I think, gosh, that is going to be so difficult to do. It's exactly what I thought. I'm sure that's what a lot of you may have thought when you first saw them. But these are excellent, Craig, aren't they? Because they're going to be able, you're going to be able to incorporate them into card projects, boxes. We've seen loads of different things. But I love the fact that you can hang these on the tree. You're going to be able to make window displays out of these. They're something you're going to be able to theme your whole Christmas collection around. And how many of you have, lots of papers out there already that you're going to be able to use with these? I think they are going to be brilliant. And I guess offcuts as well work brilliantly well with this, Craig.
Absolutely, absolutely are going to work perfectly when it comes to creating your decorations, because there's so many. But for instance, the snowflake, the layers that you need are 3 inches by 4 inches. Now, I don't know about you at home, but my bit box is full of pieces that are, a bit bigger than 4 by 3. So yeah, go in, start to use them, incorporate them. Who's to say all the layers have to be the same or alternative? You can just go to town on the different patterns. So you carry on doing this, Joe, until all 18 layers are complete. Now I've got one that's pretty much all done here. So all that I need to do now is, because this is a separate one going on to a separate one, red onto green, I need to treat this as the letter B. So I'm going to go into here. That one can overlay onto
So if you
here.
get lost with this, Craig, is it always a case of A glues the one piece that you folded together,
Yeah.
and B glues the two separate pieces together?
Yes.
So if you do miss a layer and you think, oh gosh, that is an A or a B, you're going to be able to work that out on you. If it's
Yeah.
disconnected, it's a B. If it's connected, it's an A.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And then what you can also do, if you wanted to, is if you don't want to do alternative A, then B, A, then B, then A, then B, take all your A's and glue them together
Yeah,
so
good
that
idea.
they're done, and then you can then overlay your A layers onto your B layer. So if that's a simple way, then absolutely you can do that. We are giving you the tools to make these in the most easiest, straightforward way, because what I've just done there is it. That is it. I'm just giving it a little bit extra time with that tacky glue. It is our Collal tacky glue, so it doesn't need loads. But then what will happen, Joe, is if you start to pull that one out,
Amazing.
look at that.
How simple was that as well? You've done that
So-
right there, right in front of us.
Exactly. And what you're going to do is, because these are two separate pieces, Joe, you're then going to come along and you're going to either attach them with your tacky glue, or what I'm going to do here is I have got a little bit of ribbon and I've just tied that into a little bit of a knot, and then I'm going to go in for my hot glue for this one, and it does step you through with the hot glue. And then all that I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit towards the top here, and then I'm just going to pop that one into here. So I'm going to do it so my little knot is inside so it can't be seen. So I'm just going to press that one into here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm then going to build this round. Now the instructions do is also say connect this using your hot glue. I'm still going to do it with my tacky glue. So all that I'm now going to do, Joe, is treat that as two separate pieces. So therefore, two separate pieces means my first one is B, 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 and then B. And then all that I'm going to do is turn that around. So we're going to then turn that one around. We're going to let that grab onto each other. And then I'm just going to press that and
That's
see
incredible how quickly
how
these have come
well
together.
that comes together. So I'm just going to hold that so that you can see. So if I do it from up above, and then what I am going to do as well, just so it holds while I'm showing you. So we can then go in. At this bit, if you do want to use your hot glue, by all means, but because I'm going to be keeping these and using these, that's why I'm just spending that little bit of time with my tacky glue. But then we can go in, we can press that one in.
Moni wants to know if we could use tissue paper, Craig.
Oh, that would be lovely,
Wouldn't it? Yeah,
That would
tissue
be
would work
lovely.
well, I'd imagine.
Let's just put a bit of hot glue just for time speed. So going to pop a little bit in there. But yeah, your tissue paper, that would look really, really lovely.
Would be.
Really
So
lovely.
just marry us again. If we're using doing a half bauble, how many layers do we need for a half bauble? If we want to put it directly onto into a card.
So if you're doing a half bubble for a card, for me, I would do half the layers.
Yep.
If you can still do a full bubble, for instance, this one here, that is the full amount of layers.
Oh, okay.
And it does work. But
Looks very full, very lush, doesn't it?
it does, yeah. And that's a key way to show you as well. We do say that use your double-sided paper so that you don't see any white work. But you'll have seen from that one, actually seeing some of the white can actually work. It works really, really well. And now what I'm not going to do is, because I would need to tie all of these bells on, but all that I would do, Joe, is wrap that round with the little bells, attach them with my hot glue, but look at that one there. So I just need to pop another bit of glue at the top. I'll do that in a moment, but look at that.
Amazing,
So
isn't it?
that has created your tree. So if I bring that one into here, so that you can see, you can then come along with your faux snow, you could come along with your glitters, you can go in with your waxes if you want to, but then completing that with the little bells from your Sarah signature collection, wrap it all the way round. But look at that.
They're just so
You
adorable, aren't they?
could be making them at home, different sizes, different styles. You can decorate them in different ways, so many different ways that you can do that. And that is how easy it is. You're just cutting your paper to size, you're folding it, die cutting the trees out, and then it's A, B, A, B, A, B, 360. I would absolutely say day in, day out, your tacky glue. If you're doing a half fold, or maybe you're just going to do like a pop out, for instance, this one here, your glue dots would absolutely work. But me being me, Joe, even when I'm doing things like that, I would still just use my tacky glue because that's my preference.
Absolutely
but you've got
gorgeous.
The option. That's how easy it is.
They're so great, and they're also, I think the value is phenomenal. So remember what you're getting, and you will get the paper pad included in the bundle. You get 36 sheets, and it's the perfect weight for them as well. It's been developed by Leanne and the team in order to give you a brilliant result on your balls. It's 100 GSM, the paper pad. So you'll get one of those included, and then of course what you're going to get is all 4 of the different styles, but you're getting 2 different sizes in some of these as well. So that one there's a teardrop bauble, you're getting 2 sizes there. This is the standard bauble, you are going to get the round one, you're getting 2 sizes there. I love this, and I'm hoping we will get a chance to have a look at this in a bit more detail. I think this is amazing. That snowflake is incredible, it really is. And the Christmas tree as well, 2 different sizes there in the Christmas tree. To give you an idea as well, some of the ways you can use them, think about, yes, making the ornaments themselves, but how about on the front of a card? I think that looks incredible. Maybe even in the front of a box, again, that's really taking that box to the next level. How about on the inside of your cards too? Absolutely fantastic to make a pop-out feature in there. Or of course using these as toppers if you wish as well. There's loads of different things you can do with them. This next idea is super cute here, just using them as like little mini baubles on the front of your card, and even taking the dies and using the dies alone. How about doing things like your shaker cards with them? These are all things that you can achieve with this, using the papers included, using papers you already have, vellums. We'll talk about some chatter about acetate in the comments, Craig. I mean, obviously, I'm guessing you'd be able to cut the acetate, but I guess sticking it might be a bit of an issue, mightn't it?
Do you know what? You could give it a try. The thing is, with your acetate, you can't really use your tacky glue because it's got nothing to stick into. Your dry adhesives, it's all to do with the pressure. If you're doing, once again, if you're doing a half decoration, then it might work quite well. Again, it's that pressure of that 360. Definitely would not use a construction acetate,
no.
A heavyweight acetate. I would do a lighter one, maybe something like a printable acetate to that thin. I would use something along those lines. So yes, 360, absolutely, I would use a lighter weight, potentially for a full one. I wouldn't necessarily use your construction.
Brilliant. That helps. Remember what else you're getting in here then. You're going to get the faux snow, you are also getting the glue dots, and you are getting the glue pens as well. That should all come to £70 almost, or $95 today. It's £50 or $65, and you can use your Club Inspired discount. Don't forget you will get double points, of course, as well. I would say, though, over 2/3 now of this has gone. We do have a backup bundle for you, but the value is not going to be as good as this deal right here. If you want it, get it into your basket and get it checked out. It's exceptionally busy over on the website, as it has been all morning this morning here on Crafters TV. Right, we're going to move on to this. I've got a Christmas bag for you. I have a quarter of this is already gone. I have hand selected some of my all-time favourite pieces. Sarah was trying to get it sold out before I arrived, but there's some beautiful things in here. I love them. I know you're going to love them. This is our Bethlehem Celestial Angel, a really, really gorgeous die. I've even got stamps and dies in here for you as well. So that one is your Cozy by Candlelight. Really lovely being able to decoupage those up. I've also got this little chap in there for you too. This one here, love these. These are from our a stamp collection that myself and Leanne launched, the collage stamp. So you've got lots of different stamps in there in the one bundle. So if you want to do some layering, it's going to be glorious for that. This one here, this is a Christmas Village. Now this is worth £15 on its own. that one, so I had to get that included because the value is amazing. How about some little toppers too? And these are from your watercolour Christmas. These make lovely little loose tags on your cards, which is why I popped those ones in there for you. This one here, this is your Christmas Eve. I love this because it's like a Dickensian novel, this one. It's really great for building up any scenes that you might have. Then we also have your winter scenes, and that's a colouring pad as well. So you're going to be able to get your colouring mediums involved in there. The other one that I absolutely love is this one here. It is the Deck the Halls that you're getting in there. It's an amazing creator card. It's a really massive die set, that one. You then also have as well this one, which is your Christmas tree. Now that's one of your gift card holders. So if you give a lot of gift cards at Christmas, that's worth £17 on its own, that one. The thing is with gift cards, yeah, they're a brilliant gift, but they're a bit dull, aren't they, when you give them in just that little envelope or that wallet. This is a great way of doing it. And again, you've also got one of these little tag dies in there for you also. You would be looking at £115 or $140 if you got that individually. However, £85 or $99 you've got. That's a saving on that. If you've still got festive crafting to be doing, I thought those items in there would really give you a head start on that, and it's a brilliant deal. It is a quarter gone though, just on the wake-up call alone. Now, Sarah's bag. This one here, I've got to tell you, this is half the stock gone. Half gone. Has Sarah drawn this? Someone drew it for her. I absolutely love it. You are, of course, getting the bag included, as you would imagine. Now, there's some amazing things in here. Sarah's put together a selection of these. I'm going to take you through them. So, this one here, your jigsaw die, that's worth it's worth £30 or $40 on its own. She's also thrown in the mount board for you as well, and that's worth £8 or $10. So, lots of the things in here all work together, which is excellent. Then she's also popped in here some colouring mediums for you. So you've got this one just here. These are your tri-blend brush pens, and this goes beautifully with this, one of the most awesome dies when it comes to doing your colouring, especially doing your hair techniques. So that one, the pens are worth £10 or $15. That stamp's worth £8 or $10. You've also then got in here some sparkle pens as well, which are excellent. They're coming included for you too. They're worth £12. You've also got then the stamps. You're going to need the rocker blocks to put those onto. Those rocker blocks are worth £10 or $14. Gosh, there's so much in here, isn't there? She's also popped in here some amazing vellums for you too. So if you were thinking about doing the vellums on your ornaments, they're in there. That's worth £13 or $15. And then you've also got some of Sarah's favourite items in here for you. She absolutely loves the butterfly. So £7 or $9 they are worth. And she's giving you the gilding flakes to be able to pop those on there. They're worth £7 or $9. And also to go with your colouring mediums, you've got a colouring book in there as well. Now that's worth £10 or $13. That is an awful lot of stuff. Now if you were, it's an awful lot of stuff. Isn't it? It's an awfully large selection of products. Awfully large. For the price. There's that vellum that you'll get included. Now all of that would come to £115. Great value, right? But I thought that was it. No, ta-da! You've also got this. So Sarah has selected all of this for you, and then the warehouse are putting together another 5 stamp sets, 4 die sets, a folder, and the value of the bag as well. Now all of that, this lot comes to £115. This is at least 84.40s worth of extra value, but will vary. So you will get that included as well. So all of that together, that should be £200 or $260 almost. Not today. £50 or $70 saves you, what, £150, $190 almost. And then Platinum members get a further discount. So Platinum members, I'm not doing a very good job with this bag. Platinum members, you save an extra £10 or $14. The problem is there's so much stuff, can barely get it in the bag. That's the thing. In fact, I think we're going to need a break so I can repack all of this stuff back up. Right. This is very busy. How much of the stock's gone here, Johnny? Half of this has already gone. over 2/3 now of the launch. If you've got this or the launch in your basket, I would highly recommend that you check it out. So whilst you do that, let's share with you all the details of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. So, join our family of craft experts with live tutorials and demonstrations every day. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products here on Crafters TV. Get creative and craft along with our amazing deals. Your next craft project is only a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week or watch on catch up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook or our YouTube channel. You can chat to us, craft along and meet new friends in our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
You're all our time with each other! You're not through to boot camp, get off!
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. So, stop what you're doing and enjoy the fun here on Crafters TV.
I have to tell you, every single person works tirelessly behind the scenes, and I can't just give a shout out to one person, because for me it has to be John, Tracy and Jake.
Going to give a shout out to our backstage hero, and I'm actually going to say heroes. It has got to be our product coordination team. It's got to be.
Because without those 3 people, when we're on air, we wouldn't be able to function like we do. They make sure we have everything we need, right from the samples to the product to having a drink of water throughout the show. They really look after us.
You see us day in, day out, 7 days a week, live on TV. We're crafting away, we're hopefully inspiring you. Every single card, every single product, every single tool that we touch has come from product coordination. Those guys are the unsung hero. They're there making sure we have the products, we have the inks, we have the tools, we have everything that we need. We have the power to actually work our Gemini ranges. The smooth running of behind the scenes of Crafters TV is all down to our product coordination team.
Wowzers, trousers, so many of you checking out there under that last piece of video. Lots of you let me know that you've gone for this as well. Pamela says she wasn't going to get it, but on the back of Craig's demo, seeing how easy it is, she's decided she's going to go for it. Maggie has ordered these and has them coming to her. Jeannie says, Craig's changed my mind last night, didn't think I wanted them, then saw Craig's Facebook Live, now I have to have them. Lynn Borden says, happy birthday to me, just ordered mine, can't wait till they arrive. Happy birthday to you as well. Lynn, let us know what you're up to today. Pamela says, got both of the bags, can't wait for them. And Wilma says, I bought Joe's bag without even seeing it, because all the bags have been such great value this birthday event, and bought Sarah's bag too. Someone is asking as well, Kathy Gordon, I thought this was a great question. We're going to go back to Craig. It is still very busy, by the way, on the collection. If you want this collection, how much has gone? 70% is now gone. If you want this collection, this will be the best value. We will bring the dies and the templates back and the paper pad, but we don't know what the rest of the deal will look like at the moment. So if you want this one, please get it. It was Kathy says, could we use hook and loop dots on the decorations for the final bit so we could still collapse them down and send them to people?
That's a good question.
Yeah?
Yes, you could do. Yeah, you could do. If you find it's maybe a little bit too tight, then all that I would do is incorporate a couple of extra layers. But in saying that, yeah, even without adding a few layers, yeah, go for it.
Brilliant. Any other questions you've got about this or anything else in the show, do get them into us. Remember, after this, we will have that 3-hour Sarah Cartload a little later. Myself and Sarah here with you from 6 p.m. in the UK, 1 o'clock East Coast, 10 a.m. if you're over on the West Coast. You'll make sure you want to come and join us for that. But in the meantime, any questions you've got, pop them across for me. What would you like to share with us next, Craig?
Right, so we've not touched the teardrop as it is from Wake Up Call or so far within launch day, so that's what we're going to do. Just to say as well, there is a bauble at the side of you, Joe. Our Liam's done. It is a blog post on our website.
It is. This one just
so
here.
You'll be able to find that across. Later on today, I will share it on my social media and send a link to it for all of you. But he has done that fab. Really good for Thanksgiving, you know, obviously that
Perfect.
time of the year. You could be using that or just change the colours. You can do that. But that's on the website now. So here we go. Let's go in. Let's do the teardrop, and we're going to use the largest one again, because I think the largest one, obviously larger, means it can show off better, whereas the small is exactly the same for them. So we're going to take the large die out of the two of them and also the large template. So for this one, if I then look at the large, it lets me know I need 14 panels that are 6 inches by 3, and it also lets me know I would get those 14 out of two 12 by 12s, so it's handy at a glance to know. So I've got all mine done. I've got all of mine already folded in half, bar a couple, because I thought I would just show you. Just folding them in half. You can absolutely use your scoreboard or Ultimate Pro if you want, but I just find as long as you give them a really good burnish afterwards, because although they're 100 GSM, they are still incredible quality, that a nice fold by hand with a burnish is more than adequate to get that really, really pristine edge. But you can use your scoreboard if you want. The other thing to say is if you do fold them over and they don't quite marry up in the ski weft, don't worry about it. This part is the straight part.
Of course,
that's what you want to, so it doesn't have to be exactly straight. So then what we can then do is we can take our large die once again. So let's take my large die and I'm going to go in and then let's do it onto this largest one. So the outer die has a die edge. Obviously, as you can see, without stating the obvious, this one, there is no edge to the die. So I'm just going to overlap that just by a couple of millimeters or so. If you don't do this and you remove the die and the cardstock is still just tacked into position, just use your scissors to snip it off. So we're going to go into here, and then I like to do 4 at a time, so you can absolutely cut 4 at a time. So dark, baby blue, dark, and then baby blue. So I'm going to go into here. So if you are doing these with 100 GSM, you can do 4 at a time. And then once again, absolutely perfect for your Gemini Mini. So all that we're going to do is line them up, fold it over, we're going to run it through. So that's in total 14 I need of these ones. So if I take that one, we can move that one to the side. So there we go. See how it's just still intact, just at that bottom bit. So you don't need to worry. All you need to do is just snip it. So you've got that one, which is good to go. So what we can then do is I'll do that again. So let's take one of them here. And then we're layering up, lining up, and then we're die cutting these ones through our Mini or your own die cutting machine of choice.
Glorious. Any questions you've got, please keep getting them into me. Lots of you let me know you're ordering these. Marcy wants to shout out to her amazing husband. She says, I'm so glad my husband is an enabler. I've got the most amazing items for my collection. Shout out to Gary, the most awesome husband ever. There you are, Gary.
Good on Gary.
They're loving it in the gallery.
They are,
Diane
aren't they?
says, Craig does the best shows. There you are. I'll tell Sarah that, she'll be fuming. Patty says, first birthday celebration I watched, and I have to say, it is amazing. It is. So it's the best, it is the biggest event of the year here in our Crafters Companion Diary. It's where you get the best deals, though there are. And lots of love still coming in for absolutely everything in the show. Lots of people shopping ahead in those cartload deals. I'll show you some more of those shortly. We've got some great card blanks, lucky dips, of course. Don't forget about Sarah's book as well, which is available with a discount. You can buy it along with any of the cartload items that we've got on the show, and you'll get 25% off. So I'll share that with you as well.
Fab. It's not often that you get somewhere that does an event and 11 days into the event you've still got fresh, brand new things to be seen. And that's what's great. I know there was a lady, forgive me, I can't remember your name, but did say within Wake Up Call, thankfully you tuned in this morning because you didn't realise that these were going to be launching and you bought them. So it just goes to show, even with our big events, you do need to tune in every day, even into the second week, because we are always launching or bringing to you new things. So I've got all of these ones now. So I've got the 14 that I need to create a full 360 teardrop. So what we can do with that one is, let's take, is it that one? There we go. So that one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I've got a rogue one somewhere, which we'll find in a moment, just shortly. So let's move that up to the top here. So bringing in my mat again, and you don't need to use the mat, as I said in the last one. I'm only doing it because it makes it a little bit easier for you to see. Although in saying that, I think maybe on this occasion, the glass mat is going to be best. So what we can do, Joe, is we can then take our large template, and in actual fact, I am going to do it on the mat so you can see the template better. I done 2 of these right at the beginning, Joe, when I first got these, and after the second one, I didn't need the instructions.
Oh, really?
Because all that I needed to know afterwards was the number of layers that I need, and then after that, everything else is repetitive throughout it all. You do your A's and then you do your B's, apart from the snowflake. So once you've done a couple, you'll not need the instructions. You'll know instantly what you need to do and what layers you need to do. So all that I'm then going to do, my first one, slot it into the side, and then where we've got the letter A, once again, tacky glue, I would absolutely recommend it for your decorations, and we're going to do the letters A. So I'm coming in about 1/4 of an inch in, so dot and dot, you don't need much at all, pressing that one in, so that gives a good adhesion. And then on this one, we're going to go into the B's. So similar to what I said before, the top and the bottom, there's not actually a lot of pressure there. The pressure's been taken in by the sides. So don't necessarily worry about being 1/4 of an inch in, but a couple of dots there. And then when I come to, got a little bubble there, when it comes to the B, I'm just going into there, and then I'm taking my next one and I'm overlapping that one.
You're definitely going to want those precision applicators for this, I'm imagining, Craig. Go find those on the website. They are in the 3 for 2 section. Just worth saying as well, there's pretty much deals on everything on the website at the moment. So, you know, whether it's tools you need, paper and cardstock, adhesives, now is definitely the time to get stocked up. Whilst there's 3 for 2s and everything, but also whilst you've got those double points as well, and the free gifts also, which is amazing.
What I would say though, although within this bundle there you've got your Stay Sticky pens, they aren't going to be adequate for your 360, because that is a Stay Sticky pen in the bundle for you to pop glitters or flakes,
your faux snow and that sort of stuff on.
So it's a strong adhesion for it to grab things such as your flakes and that. It's not a strong adhesion for you to then come and create and construct with it. So just in case you're wondering that you would use them. So gone in A, B, so I'm going to go into A again. So we're just going into A, and then A.
Linda would like to know, could you use all-purpose glue instead of the tacky glue, Craig?
All-purpose, good question. Yes, you could do.
Just waiting for it to dry is going to be the thing, isn't it?
That will take a little bit longer to dry, but you can absolutely use that. The papers that you've got within this set here are an uncoated paper, so that means your all-purpose would work fine with it.
Okey-doke.
You will just need to take into account it's going to take longer for it to dry.
There you are. Hope that helps for you, Linda. Any other questions anyone's got, please get them into me. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you're across on YouTube.
The reason I say the tacky glue, Joe, is I know, forgive me, I know I've said this so many times in the past, but with the tacky glue dries into the fibres of the cardstock. So it's grabbing the fibres, it's grabbing the layers. Your glue dots, which are great for a lot of things, same with your hot glue guns, but that dries on the surface. It doesn't penetrate into the actual fibres of your cards and paper. So that's why we say anything that's construction, box making, anything along those lines, your tacky glue is always going to be the best one for you to use.
Brilliant.
So going in now with my bees. So we're going to go in, pop the bee into position. So I'll start from this next layer here. So if you are, or when you are, folding your layer on top of each other, that's going to be letter A. So A and then A. And then when you're adding an extra layer on top, that is going to, there's my rogue one, that's then going to be the letter B. So a little bit, and then a little bit. And because this one is only 14 layers, Joe, I've got a few more to go, so I'm just going to carry on.
No worries. How amazing to say to people that you've made these, Craig. You can give these to people and say, oh, I've made this for you, and they're absolutely going to be blown away. And yes, brilliant to use as hanging ornaments, whether that's on your tree, in your windows, but you can bring them into other things as well, working great on cards, boxes. If you're going to plan to give, a lot of boxed gifts this year, these would absolutely elevate your boxes too. You can use the card. You are getting the paper pad included as well, 36 sheets in there for you. And as we spoke about, you're going to be able to use up other card that you've got in your stash. I must say though, it is super busy. It's really, really almost 3/4 now of the bundle that's on your screen. We're not even an hour in yet. It is exceptionally busy. I think we could have the busiest day we've ever had here at Crafters TV today. Yeah. It is exceptionally busy at the moment. There will be another backup deal. The value won't be as good as is on your screen right now at the moment. So if you want the best value, and I always want you to get the best deal no matter what you're shopping for with us here on Crafters TV, then this is the one that you need to have in your basket. But there are hundreds of you have gone for it already today, hundreds of you going for it at the moment. If you want to guarantee you're going to be able to get the best deal, I think it's definitely time to get it in your basket and get it checked out. As I said, on our way to 80% now of this brand new launch having sold out and gone. I think the reason people are loving this so much, Craig, obviously the value in the bundle is incredible, but I think the value when you look at how much use you're going to get out of these for what they are costing you, I think there's so much craftability that it's a really minimal investment because you're going to make so many of these at Christmas.
You are. And these are the sorts of things that you can be doing with the kids, the grandkids, nephew, nieces. Of course, you can make cards with them, but to actually make something, construct something, they can then use them with the Gemini Mini if they've got their own one. Then so many kids nowadays, says me at 37, who always had their own tree, even when they lived at home. But if they've got their own little tree in their bedroom or that, then they can decorate it with the ornaments that they've made themselves. So unlike me, whereas, no one ever helps me with my tree because I don't let them. But if they did and I didn't like where they positioned it, I then go and fix it. You let them do it themselves, with their own tree and their decorations. So, you can be having all the different fun with it.
We used to do a sort of, getting close to Christmas, we used to do an email your pictures in and we'll tell you what you think of your Christmas tree. We can't do that with Craig because he's a bit savage, really. I mean, he's a Simon Cowell of Christmas trees, exactly what he is. Poor Michelle's tree, honestly, she left the studio crying that day.
I can't do a badly decorated tree, Joe. I just can't.
I have to, when I get my tree up, I have to text pictures of it to Craig to get sign off. If there's anything needs moving up or down or moving around.
Yeah, it's like one of those, and I did share it on my CC page last year, that, when it's a meme where someone has shared a picture of a living room with a Christmas tree and it says, thank God that I don't live in this house, or something like that. That's what I'm like. I am, the only thing in life I am judgmental at is Christmas trees. And I'll hold my hands up when I say that.
How many trees have you got at home, Craig?
So I have got 1, 2, 3, so 4. So I've got my main one in my living room, and then I've got one up on the landing of my stairs. I pop one, and no, it's not a big landing, Johnny, no, definitely not. You've seen it, no, it's not. You can barely get in the bathroom because of the trees in the way. So I have my main one in my living room, which is my pride and joy. I have one on the landing upstairs, I have one in the kitchen, and then the last couple of years, because I've had decking and that done a few years ago in the back garden, I put a real tree outside.
Fully decorated.
Last year, because no one could see the tree in the back garden, I'd done my front garden and I put a tree in the middle of the front garden.
So that's as well as one in the back garden.
No,
the back garden one goes in the front
instead,
garden, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I love it, Joe. I love Christmas trees. I love the look of Christmas trees and how they twinkle and how they're decorated. I just love them.
Yeah, they are great. I always have a real tree now. We never allowed one as a kid growing up. So as soon as I got my own place, I have a real tree now, which is great. They're a bit of a pain, but they are absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
Someone saying, don't forget to buy new lights for this year, Joe. Yeah, I tried to get the lights off my Christmas tree last year, and Meg got in a bit of a strop with it, Craig.
Yeah.
I can confirm that the Crafter's Companion scissors do cut through Christmas tree lights.
Do they?
So just cut them straight off, yeah.
I can absolutely say, yes, Johnny, I know a couple of people are asking there. Myself and Caitlin have had the discussion, and Caitlin does know that I will be decorating the main tree myself, and she can do some of the other ones.
So
all
you're going to
being
do like
talked about-
Johnny has his kids' tree, is that what you're saying? Johnny doesn't let it... So Johnny has a tree separate that the kids will have to decorate. You're going to have a Caitlin tree this year?
Yeah, so she can do the other ones.
Right,
But the
okay.
downstairs ones, yeah.
Main one is
me, yeah.
yours. Fair enough, fair enough. My Little Melting Pot says, I'll be including these baubles with each gift this year. I love them that much. That's a great
really good
idea.
idea,
You
isn't it?
could actually, I know they've got ribbon on them, Craig. You could actually put them on your gifts as a little tag. I mean,
you
you're obviously
could.
not going to be able to write on them.
Not at all.
Although, I tell you what could you do? Could you do a half one, Craig, and then just trace around it and cut a piece of like mount board out and stick it onto a piece of mount board, and then you could then turn it into a tag that way, couldn't you?
Yeah,
It'd give you
of course you
somewhere to
could.
write on the back.
Of course you could, yeah, absolutely. So use the die. So what have I done with my die? It's here. So what you could do is use your die. So get your mount board, die cut, or your cardstock, die cut, and then flip your card over,
Yep.
die cut the other side, so that's giving you that outer
yeah.
bobble, and then you can just fold that one out, like you can see.
And then you could, that would be a tag.
here.
I love that.
So then all that you're going to do, and what I was saying last night, Joe, is what you're going to do is when you start to bend them round, don't just go straight in and
Right.
stretch it. Give it a little bit. You've spent that time folding your cardstocks, you've gone in and then you've die cut them and then you've stuck them together. Spend that extra little bit of time just manipulating them, giving them that helping hand, and then you're going to pull them around on each other, and you can
Nice.
see how that looks. But what about faux snow? Bringing in the faux snow.
And
what
the
we're
faux
going
snow's
to-
coming in the bundle,
It
isn't it?
is.
You're getting that massive bag of it, actually.
You are. Yeah, so this is just, it's a good question, Johnny, actually. In case anyone wonders, this is actually 2 bags
Okay.
in here. So I don't want you to think, because this is my set, don't want you to
Go
think,
through
oh
an
my
airport
gosh.
with that, Craig.
Although, no, I know. Well, did I tell you about that story?
No?
It was last year when we had faux snow from another set. Well, in the packaging,
Oh, it's like in a plastic
the
bag,
faux
isn't
snow
it?
is in a white bag. And unbeknown to me, I didn't have the packaging, I just had the bag. Julia gave it to me. Well, when I was driving home one night, I hadn't realised that that faux snow bag had fallen and it had landed just underneath the driver's seat, and I hadn't noticed it for a couple of weeks until I was cleaning my car. And I thought, could you imagine if I got stopped by the coppers and saying, excuse me, mate, what's that bag of white stuff just under? And I'll be there going, faux snow. So,
That's
yeah.
hilarious. Thank goodness you're a very careful driver, Craig. That's all we can say. Valerie thinks it's hilarious that Craig signs off on my Christmas tree. Well, there you are. Jean says, Joe, purchase your bag. Even though I thought I had plenty of Christmas, I couldn't resist the deal. It is a brilliant deal. And we'll recap some more of those cartload deals that are going to come up for you a little later today as we go through this show.
So as you start to get that honeycomb effect as you open it out, if you're wanting to do your faux snow or your glitters, what you don't need to do is every single strand of honeycomb. So all that you're going to do, taking your chisel nib, which you've got included at the moment anyway, and then all that I'm going to do, Joe, is I'm going to pretty much brush over the edges. So I'm going to brush over the edges. I'm going to give it a really good covering. I am pressing it so that it's all bunched up together. So then that way it's giving it that really nice coating. So all that we need to do is we need to come along, work our way down. If you want to give it that little bit extra, you can do. And then all that we're then going to do is we're going to go in. We're going to tip it
how
in.
quick is that?
You can give it a little bit of an open if you want to, but this is where I do the same with my Gildan flakes. You know how I put them in little containers? I do the same with my faux snow, and then I'm just going to tap this excess. What I'll do is before this launch day show ends, I will assemble this because obviously this glue is still tacky. But look at that.
Whoa, look at that.
Look at that. So you can see how that starts to come together. If you wanted to just dip another wee bit in, catch any more, then you can do. But you do not have to go over that full entire one individually. Then all that you're going to do, and as I say, we'll come back and do this, Joe, because this bit of the glue is still wet. All that you do is your hot glue with a little bit of ribbon, but we will finish this one just shortly, and then it can start to look like that. I've just used different pattern papers with that one.
If you really wanted to cover it in snow, would something like a stick and spray sprayed on there and then dip that in the snow, would that give you even more coverage then with that sort of thing?
Yeah, because your spray would get into all the little nooks
Yeah, so it would get everywhere then, wouldn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, maybe another different way of doing it. I think there's so many different types you can do, so many variations you can do, not just mixing up your, your card styles, but also with the techniques that you can add to them.
Yep, and that's it. And that's all that you need to do. So obviously, just the glue there. The only reason I'm not doing it is because the edges is still dry. But how fab is that? Love it.
It is so busy. 80% now of this brand new launch has already sold out and gone. We're just over an hour into our launch day. You guys have absolutely loved these, and I can see why. I think the value for money when it comes to the amount of things you're going to be able to achieve with these is absolutely off the chart. So that one there, that is your teardrop bauble that you can see. We also have the round bauble, two different sizes in both of those. I absolutely adore this next one. The snowflake, I think, is my favourite. It's a slightly different concept as well when you come to doing them, but you would then also get the Christmas tree. So they are all very, very usable, whether you're putting them on your card fronts, whether you're hanging them. I think you got something like a bay window, Craig. Imagine these all hung in a bay window. I think they would look absolutely stunning. Then you're also getting your card pad included too. It's 100 GSM, the papers, and they have been designed, they are the perfect weight that have been put together to allow you to make these. So there are all of your different papers that are in there. You are also getting, for now, you're getting the glue dots, you're getting the glue pens, and you're getting the faux snow, but 80% of this deal has sold out and gone. We do have enough of the dies and the paper pad to bring a second deal back, but I can tell you the value will not be as good. It's a very, very special launch offer that we've put together for our birthday, which is what you expect. When it's our birthday, we give you the biggest and the best deal. So that's the joy of you being able to watch with us live right now. It is in stock, but it is going to sell out. If you're a platinum member, £40 or $52, remember you're getting double points. You're also getting all the free gifts as well. So when you spend over 10, 50 or 100, you get your different free gifts. Don't forget that we have an amazing 3-hour cartload coming up tonight, myself and Sarah. You saw lots of the products in our earlier Wake Up Call show, and I want to remind you of some of these. Now, Centura Pearl, you guys know and love it because it is the most amazing quality cardstock for you. It's got that beautiful pearlescence to it. These are all 6x6. You get 8 cards and 8 envelopes in each of these, all in 6x6. And the great thing is that they are in your Centura colours, so it means that you can match these up too. So you've got your metallic silver, you'll get the baby blue, metallic gold. This one here is the baby pink. You will also get the snow white, the metallic rose gold, which is gorgeous, and you've also got the fresh cream too. £41.93 is what they should be in the UK. You're saving £14. You also save £17.65 if you are in the US. Do not miss out on those. We're going to move on and have a little look at some lucky dips. It is your absolute last chance to grab a hold of these. I've got the £2 one, which is this one just here. It's limited stock. Now the reason how these work is for every one of these items you pop into your basket, we'll charge you £2 or $2, $1.60 if you're a platinum member, and we'll send you one. Here is an idea of some of the things that you'll be getting. So we've got things like pens in here, you've got embossing folders, it could be stencils that are coming your way. This here is some of our amazing Centura Pearl cardstock. We've also got gorgeous little butterflies, statement words, stamp and dies, and also then embossing folders and stamps in there. Am I right in saying, yes, you will, if you buy 10 Lucky Dips, we send you an 11th one free of charge, and we guarantee that you'll not get any duplicates across those 11 as well. Now the £3 or $1 one is also limited, and in here there's such a great selection of products. So you could be grabbing yourself some of our paper pads. That one's from our succulents range. We've also got things like mini dies, baubles in here, baubles, bells even. Maybe it's going to be some of our Sharon Callis stamps. Then we've also got some regular stamps and sentiment stamps in there for you. Some gorgeous flower dies. There could be some amazing cut and emboss folders. That's one of my all-time favourite festive dies. I really wanted to get that in my festive bag as well, but it had already been in the Lucky Dip, and the Lucky Dip is now limited stock, so we couldn't do it. But get 10 of those in your basket, and I think there's a pretty strong chance you'll receive that. Or some of our window dies as well. £3 or $3 is what you'll pay for those. What I think with the Lucky Dips is the higher you go up the price point, the more you spend, but also the more you save as well. A lot of you I'm hearing going for the $2 and a $3 also. Don't forget as well, this and all the other cartload deals we featured this evening, myself and Sarah. That's 6 p.m. if you're here in the UK, 1 o'clock on the East Coast, 10 a.m. on the West Coast too. Let's give you an opportunity to check your baskets out, because it's exceptionally busy on our brand new launch, but also everything else in this show. Whilst you check out your baskets, here's some of the fun stuff we like to get up to here at Crafters TV.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
The one that was really funny, Ben. You did.
It was better than your I'm a no when I live in a caravan.
I am a gnome and I live in a caravan.
Can we clip that? Everybody's gone surfing, surfing USA.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Make 'em craft, make 'em craft. Don't you know everyone wants to craft? Sarah said, Ben, you'll love making cards. It really isn't that hard. Use your scoreboard and dice and make boxes and cards any size. Oh, you could make a shaker card with sequins or beads, or make a triple eagle card with real expertise. Here at Crafters TV, we make crafting a breeze. Make 'em craft, make 'em craft, make 'em craft. Make 'em craft, make 'em craft. Don't you know all the world wants to craft? Jan said do some coloring, Ben, but use a Spectrum Noir pens, blend and color in style. With aqua pens or dry blends you will smile. Maybe try out some die cutting, maybe try to emboss. Pick up tips from Crafters TV, you won't be at a loss. Use the Gemini or Junior and you'll craft like a boss. Make 'em craft, make 'em craft, make 'em craft. Make 'em craft, make 'em craft. Don't you know everyone wants to craft? Oh, you could make a shaker card with sequins or beads, or make a triple easel card with real expertise. Here at Crafters TV, we make crafting a breeze. Make 'em craft. Make 'em craft. craft. Make 'em craft. Make 'em craft. Make 'em craft.
Oh, isn't that fabulous? Right, very, very busy. Of course, everything you've seen. I did want to say to you, though, if you're going for anything in our later cartload show, Sarah has given you a special mission, has got a special mission to put a discount on her book. So if you're buying something in the later cartload show, you can get Sarah's biography. What's the difference? I never know the difference between a biography, Craig, and an autobiography.
I don't know.
I'd never know. Let's go with biography. £15, $20, saving you 25%, and you can use your platinum discount as well. Every single one of them is signed also. I know loads of you here in the UK have got it, but I know it's a little bit harder to come by in the US. It is in stock right now, and you've got that special discount on that too, which is excellent. Right, we are going to go back to the launch. It is over 80%. We're fast approaching double figures on this. If you want it, you want the best value. That's the 4 sets of dies and templates. You're also getting the faux snow, of course. You will also get the 12x12 paper pad. You're getting the glue pens and the glue dots. There will be a backup bundle. I can guarantee it won't be as good value as this, though. So make sure you are grabbing a hold of it. Right, Craig, we've got about 45 minutes left on this launch day. That means you've still definitely got time to get all your questions into us. Crafters TV over on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you are over on YouTube. Lots of you letting me know that you've got it in your baskets and checked out. Right, Craig, what would you like to share with us next?
Let's go with the large bauble, the traditional elegance. And with this one here, what I wanted to do is before the end of the show, we'll also do a snowflake. So within launch day, we'll have covered all 4 of these ones. So I'm going to do the large one once again, and then what I'm going to do is bringing in the instructions. I keep bringing them in for reference for all of you to see, but as I said in the last one, I can pretty much do these now with my eyes shut. So what you need for your large bauble, you're going to need 24 pieces of 5x5 papers. So I've got some here ready to be folded. So really simple. All you're going to do, fold them in half, either with your scoreboard, or of course you can freehand it. Give it a really, really good burnish, and you know that it's going to be nice and crisp and clean and perfect. So let's do one more. And we can see with the pattern layers I'm going for alternative green and snowflakes and then red and snowflakes. So now that we've got all of these ones, what I can then do is I can then come along with my largest bauble, and where we've got the seam, the fold of the card, I'm going to go in and I'm going to pop that one to the side.
You can hear a police siren in the background. We're a bit worried they're coming for you for the faux snow.
Is that what they're doing, is it?
Apparently so, according to George.
George. Thanks, George. If I ever get stopped, I'm going to blame you, George. He's going to throw me under the bus, so to speak. So going in with my 3 layers, I've just done 3 here, but it will cut up to 4, no problem at all. So we're going to go in, lining it up, and then what we can then do, pop it into our folder, and then close it. So I like to slot them into each other, the patterned papers, but you can just lay them on direct on top of each other, whatever you find easiest and more comfortable doing. So all that we're then going to do is carefully, there's a bit of my Scottish twang coming out there. All we're going to do is take that one there.
They are actually coming for you, Craig, yeah.
Run!
I'm not sure if you can hear that at home, there's police sirens. Christine Mahoney said, I thought the siren was here. No, Christine, they're not coming for you, it's Craig they're going to come for.
They're coming for me. They are indeed. So bringing all these ones in, so green, red, green, red, green, red, green, red. So what I can do is pop them to the side. So by this point, you're going to have 24 of these, whether it's the same design or alternative, mixing and matching, up to you. So then what we can do, once again, see the recurring theme throughout these projects, Joe, that they are all constructed in the same way.
Yes, which is great,
Bar
isn't it?
the
Once you've learned
snowflake.
one, design, you've learned them all.
Exactly.
Cindy asked how big you're cutting the papers. That's determined by the instructions, isn't it, Craig?
It is. It tells you in the instructions here, tells you that for this one you need 24 that are 5 by 5. The thing is, as well, Joe, is that is just a rough guide for you to get the max out of your papers. The key thing is as long as your paper is big enough for your die to sit into. So if you've got a little bit bigger and you don't want to trim it to 5 by 5, as long as it fits the die, you're fine.
Excellent.
5 by 5 means you get the most out of your pattern paper. So first one we're going to sit in, and then we're going to go in with my tacky glue. So we're going to pop that one in, remembering round about 1/4 inch in from the edge, A, and then A. So we're going to close it. So when we're closing it in on each other, that's letter A. And then when you're coming to add a separate layer on top, that's going to be B. So not as much pressure at the top and the bottom, so I'm just doing a little bit, and then B, and then B. And then we can pop this in, we can overlay it that we can see here. Of course, don't worry about your bauble moving because we just slot it back into place. It means if you tape your template down, it's just you're not going to be like cat and mouse trying to chase both your bauble and the template about. At least one stays in place. So then when you've attached that one, once again, open it up, and then it's going to be A, and then A. Closing that one up, and then we're going to do B, B. So we're going to go into here. We're going to bring this one in. So if you're only joining now and you've missed some of the demos, when you are lining up, as I was saying earlier on, don't worry if you're not overly confident or exact at lining up, because as you start to fan it out, any layers that are a little bit off by a few millimeters or so, you're not going to see it. It's not going to be noticeable. So don't worry about that.
Janet says, I've been making Christmas acetate boxes and these 3D ornaments will look beautiful in them.
They would.
What a lovely way of displaying them or gifting them even. They'd be fantastic in there.
And then what about, whereas earlier on at the start we made this tree, but what about your little battery operated string lights that you can pop them round as well if you wanted to. Maybe you've got, I don't know if you get tiny little strands of tinsel, but if you can, you could start to wrap that one round. So there really is lots of ways that you can decorate them. So we're going to go in, we're pressing. So I'm just going to do a couple more so that you can then see. So that is B. And now I've got one that's already full of the layers. I just need to attach this one onto, but I'll do a couple more. So we're going in, so A. We're going to close it. So if you're doing a 360, your 100 GSM papers, up to, I would even say up to round about 120 are going to work absolutely perfectly. If you're going to do a half ornament decoration, then what you can then do is do your heavier weight cardstock, no problem at all. And if you are doing a half fold, this is when I say half fold, I'm just meaning something like that in the front. Your glue dots will be more than adequate. I just feel when it comes to something where you're stretching the papers, the fibers, your tacky glue is going to be the best one. So let's do one more. So A, and A. I'm going to close that. Actually, I'm just going to do one more here. So B, B, and B. Pop this one on. And then all that I need to do, oh, I've got one left.
85% has gone, Craig. We are on our way to limited stock. They are absolutely flying out.
I'm not surprised. I think it's something a little bit different as well. Yes, we can absolutely incorporate these onto our cards or our boxes or that, but it's not often that we do hanging decorations, so it's nice to have something a little bit different. And we don't always want to have a craft that takes 10 minutes or 20 minutes. Sometimes you want to sit. You've seen the small little space that I need with my Gemini Mini kitchen table, sitting on the couch with a lap tray, maybe in the caravan or something like that, you can do it. I know obviously here in the UK the weather's not great to be sitting outside and doing it, but if you maybe get a nice mild autumn day, you could be sitting outside doing it, because you don't need a lot. So I can remove this one out the way now, and then I would just keep on, I would just add that little bit extra pressure. So I'm going to bring in the one that I've already started that we can see here, and that's how it starts to come together. So what I'm then going to do is, because this is element to element, that means that I would use position B. So let's go into here. So I'm going to do B. I don't think I've ever used as much tacky glue in my life than I have done the last couple of weeks.
You can get stocked up on the tacky glue though now, which would be a great idea. Whilst we've got offers running over on the website. I think there's a bundle on the show, isn't there, which is the tacky and the all-purpose. 2 bottles of each in there. 3 bottles of each.
Yeah.
This keeps getting better.
Yeah.
$17.50 or $27 gets you that instead of what, £24 or $43 you'd normally be paying.
And what I'll do is, and I was actually speaking to Johnny about this before we went live, most of you will be using your tacky glue. So over the next coming weeks, when I'm on Crafters TV and I'm doing demos of that, what I'll do is I'll start to incorporate the glue dots so that you can see if you're going to have them extra, you're not sure what you're going to do with them, where else you're going to use them. I'll start to incorporate them in my demos so that you can see where you can be using them. But here we go. Remember what I was saying earlier on, give it a little bit of a helping hand. So we're just going to go in. So if one little bit catches, just go in and then use your tacky glue again, press. You're going to have a lot more time than I am. You're going to leave that to dry that little bit longer. So all that you're going to do is you're going to hold. You can see how it was starting to come together. So what I'll do is I'll bring in the one that done earlier. So if I press that one, so as you can see, I'm not wanting to pull it too hard at the moment, but you can see how it starts to come together, how it starts to form out that we can see here. So you're going to continue to manipulate that, work that one all the way round, and then you are going to get to a point that looks like this. So I'm going to carry on with what I started earlier on, Joe, and I'm going to go in with my Stay Sticky glue, this one being with the chisel nib, and we're just going to colour on the edges. So we're going to colour.
They're so handy, those glue pens, aren't they? Brilliant, you get them included as well, along with the glue dots and the faux snow. They are your freebie elements that you're getting in there. When this deal goes, which it is going to do, we will bring you another deal. It won't be as good as this value-wise. So if you want this, please do make sure you're getting it in your basket and checking it out. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of you have gone for it already today. That's amazing. I can't believe how simple yet effective that is, Craig.
It is, isn't it? So simple, so effective that you can see here. So then what we can do is let's go in. I know it's not quite dry completely, but still let's just go with it. I don't want to kind of end with the demo's not fully completed because of the glue. So all that I would do is I would go in with my hot glue. I would add some onto the spine as well if you wanted to. If you're doing that one though, do make sure that you're relatively quick because your hot glue will dry. So all that I'm going to do is let's just pop one bit into here. I'm going to bring this bit into here, press that one in, and then I'm going to come in and I'm going to put a couple of little dots of the hot glue. So I was saying earlier, I would still use my tacky glue for this one, but for time and speed, and so that you can see exactly how
That's incredible, isn't it?
This is going to form together. So we're just going to come in, we're just going to press that into place. I'm going to tilt it that way while I hold that in, hold these layers, press them in, give them a grab, and then you've got, so all that you can then do is go in with your hot glue into the front there, add on a little bow, and then there we go. We have got our hanging decoration. So that's your larger one from the Traditional Elegance.
Amazing. They really are incredible. I think the amount of stuff that you can do with them for the price you're paying is incredible. Let me remind you what you're getting in here then. You will get the paper pad designed specifically to go with this launch. It is only available now in the bundle, in that larger bundle. All the other elements are available individually. The paper pad is not. It is only in the bundle, so you will need to get that. Let me share with you the other items that you've got. I love that they are all so usable as well, which is the fantastic thing. So this one here, that is your Christmas tree. You'll get that in 2 different sizes. You're also going to get the snowflake, which I think is a real wow, that one. You are then going to receive this one, which is your round bauble, and again the dimension on them is amazing. And you're finally getting the teardrop bauble also. Brilliant value. You're then getting the faux snow, you're getting the glue pen, and you're getting the glue dots, but it is approaching limited stock. Limited stock means we have less than 10% of our starting stock available. We think we have enough stock to last a very long time. We bring you these launch days. It will not even last the entirety of the launch day. It will probably go before the end of the show at this rate. If it is in your basket, we'll give you an opportunity to check it out in just a few moments. Let me also share with you these, the gilding flakes. I know we've got lots of 3 for 2s on over on the website at the moment. These are actually better than 3 for 2, and you're getting 200 mils in each of these. I know it looks like a lot in this container. Open it up because they will grow. These, they go such a long way. And in here there are 3 core colours. So you've got the burnished copper. You'll also get the Oriole, and you'll get the argent as well. Argent. $13.50 or $17.50. They're normally $6.99 each. They are the 3 core colours that we have for you. Double points on there as well, $10.80 or $14 if you're a platinum member. I want to show you my Christmas mystery bag. It's mine. 1/3 of the stock of this has already sold out and gone. Let me share with you some of the stuff that you've got in here. We've got the amazing message reveal dies in there for you. These are great. So you've got your Christmas tree and the Christmas tree base coming in there. We've also got creator cards as well. I know, full creator cards. That's Deck the Halls. Let me also share with you, what should we go to next? If you love your colouring, I've also popped in there a Winter Scenes colouring book. I love this stamp set because it's almost like a sort of Dickensian Christmas scene, which is beautiful. Love the toppers too. They are great on your cards. You need something quick just to finish it off. Now the Christmas Village, that's worth £15 or $17 on its own. So I wanted to get that in there just for the value. Then you've got these. They are collage stamps, and these are beautiful. Great for really layering up, creating lots of depth and dimension in there. We've got one of these guys included as well. He's your Glad Tidings little tag die. Oh, you know I love a tag. And then also you've got some stamps and dies in here, and then something from the Bethlehem collection, which is lovely. That one there is your Celestial Angel. So I've put that together for you. Look at the saving. I know, £85 you're getting off, or $99. That is what you're all going to be saving on that. And you can use your Club Inspired discount. 2 platinum members will save another £6 or $8, which is incredible. Lots of questions coming in. Did I miss the snowflake, someone's asking, Craig?
Say that again?
Did we miss the snowflake demo? Was there one in the earlier wake-up call?
No, I'm just waiting to
I'm going to do one now.
I done a white one in wake-up call, but I'm just waiting for the snowflake.
I'm going to do one now for you, Barbara. Don't you worry about that. You might have already answered this. Can you use glitter card for the ornaments or mirror card, Craig? That was Laurel asking that.
Again, it's all to do with the thickness. So if you are going to be, if you're using it as a 360, you need to use round about a 100, or of course between 100 and 120 GSM, hence why the paper pad is the perfect way. Anything heavier, you can be using it maybe onto that half fold of your ornament, but certainly for that 360 with that flexibility, you may find that your mirror or mirror is maybe just a little bit too thick, certainly with the coating as well.
Brilliant. Any other questions you've got, get them into me. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. It is now officially
Wow!
Limited stock. So it means there is less than 10% of our starting stock available. It's going to go. There is a lot of you ordering at the moment. There's a lot of people with this sat in their basket. If you want to guarantee you're going to get this deal, or the best deal, please get those baskets checked out. I know I'm nagging you, but I do not want you to miss out on it. But in the meantime, if you've got any more questions, then please get them into me. Right, Craig, the snowflake. I think this is my favourite, you know.
Yeah, and it is very, very easy to put together. A lot of layers, however, again, repetitive when it comes to the layers. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring in the instructions just for you to see. Now, the initial quantities I'm away to give you now is if you are making a snowflake front and back.
Right.
So to make a snowflake, where am I, this one here? So to make one so that it's front and back, what you are going to need when it comes to the layers of papers that you're going to need 60 that are 4 by 3 inches. A lot of them, what I've been doing, I've been one-sided, so of course you can half that, so 30. So you can see that one there, so that's just a one-sided. So let's follow the instruction for the sake of course, the show here. So if you were to do a snowflake front and back, what you're going to need is you're going to need 60 of your layers that are 4 by 3 inches. So what I would do, 30, which is one design, and then 30, which is another design. So I've got a few of these already folded in half, so I just need to go in and then fold these ones here. So if we fold them in, even with the snowflakes, what you've got is 2 different sizes. So we're going to go in with these 2 here. Now, if I bring the actual dies in, so you've got 4 in total. So this one and this one, that is for your large snowflake. And then that one and that one's for your small snowflake, because you've got 2 different snowflake petals. That's why you've got 2 different dies. So let's move that one out the way here. So then, as I have been doing all throughout, let's go in. I'm going to turn that the other way so it matches my other ones.
Am I right in thinking it would be easier to do this design with thicker papers, Craig, compared to the others?
100%, because you've not got that much flexing when it comes to creating your snowflake. So with the other ones, you're flexing it all around that 360, whereas this one, you've not got that. You're only layering 3 together, which will become apparent in a moment. So yes, and that snowflake that I showed you there, that one half that I done on my Facebook Live last night, I done with Sarah's past collection, Glittering Snowflake. So yeah, you can mix it up if you want to. So all that I'm going to do is pop that one into here, and then we're going to run this one to the side. I use, although it does 4 layers at a time, for the snowflake here, what I would tend to do, I know I've only got 2 layers, I would tend to do 3 at a time. And that's only because you need 3 petals per snowflake.
Okay.
So if I bring these ones in, so let's take that one here and then here. So you've got 1, 2, and then you've got 3, so that's going to go for 1 petal of the snowflake. So I'm going to set that one there. Then I'm going to take this one here, I'm going to pop that one in, same thing again. So per snowflake petal, you're going to need 3, but I've only got 2 here. So I'm going to run this one through, and then as I take this one out, what we can then do is open this one. So I've got my 1, I've got my 2, and then my 3 here. So what you would then have, Joe, is, so these 3, you would have them, of course, 5 times. So that's going to give you your 15. So 3 for 1 petal, 3 for another, 3 for another, 3 for another, 3 for another. So that's giving you your 15. And then the same for this one here. So you've got 3, so you'd have another 3, another 3, another 3, another 3.
Cool.
Gives you your 15, 15, 15, gives you 30, which
Excellent.
is 1/2 of the snowflake. So what I'm then going to do is I'm going to come in to one side of this one. I'm going to add my tacky glue. And this is why you don't need a template for this one.
I was just about to ask, so no template on this one?
No template for this one, because the reason you need all 3, or you only need 3, is once I've stuck these ones together into here, I'm going to pop that one on. I'm then going to press that one into place here, holding that one in, and that is your snowflake petal. That's one of them.
Glorious.
So you would do that with the remaining 4, so that's going to give you 5 of these in total. So we can do the same with this one here. So we're going to go in and we're going to add our tacky glue onto there. So we're just going to sandwich that one on. So pop that one in, press that one in, and of course tacky glue as well, that's going to give you extra strength to it. So do the same with this one. So you're going to do these 3 together, and you would do that with the remaining 4 bundles of 3, which is then going to give you your 5 bundles. So if I open this one out, so let's go into here, let's go into here, and then I just need to open this one, and then we can see here, we've then got 1 part of our snowflake. So you've got that one. So all that you would then do is bring in the other few that you've got. So I would have 5 in total, and then I would have 5 in total with these ones. So what you would then start to do, Joe, is take in a circle that's 2.5 inches.
Okay.
Use a die if you want. This is in the instructions as well. It's all there when it comes to the start of the instructions. So it's not as if you're having to remember this. It is all there. Then with the 5 that you've already done, so stupidly, what I've already done is started to assemble it, whereas ideally I should have had them all separate so that I could show you. But what you're going to do is you're going to take your 5 snowflakes, and at the start, all that you're going to do is you're just going to, I'm just going to use these as a little bit of a guide. All that you're going to do, Joe, is you are going to take the 5 of them. So I'm going to go in, we're going to then work them in, you're going to position them until you're happy.
Okie doke.
And then what you're going to do is you're going to take these ones, and these are going to tuck just inside.
Very simple, isn't it?
So simple. So you would do that with your remaining ones that we can see here. So tuck in, tuck in, tuck in. So if I bring in the one that I've started, so I'm going to move that out of the way. Let's bring this one in here. And then what I'm going to do is if I take this one, I'm going to use my tacky glue once again. So let's go in. We're going to pop that one onto our base. It just so happens I've die cut this into a piece of the pattern paper. Ideally, and usually, I wouldn't waste my pattern paper by doing that because you're not going to see it. I would just use a little bit of scrap card or something. So then that one can go into there. And the reason I shouldn't have really done this, trying to think ahead, but ideally you want to stick these ones on first, Joe, and then come along and then slot these ones in. So let's take these ones because I need one more. I just need to open that one. So I'm just going to attach one more together, Joe, and then we'll start to finish this one off.
Brilliant. Any questions you've got, keep getting them into me. We've got a winner, Craig, for the cork of the show. And today's this show it is going to Serena Rena. Serena Rena, you are the winner. Cork number 32 is going into the bucket. In it goes. Serena, you've won a £25 goodie bag and also a £25 voucher as well. So drop us an email. prize@crafterscompanion.com is where you need to send that. And you are now in with a chance of winning. You're going to be in the prize draw on this coming Sunday to win £250 worth of goodies and a £250 voucher as well. So make sure you join us for that on Sunday. But loads more chances to win and get in that draw, of course, until then. So all you need to do is comment in our shows and you are in with a chance of winning. It really is as simple as that.
All these different chances of winning. Fab couple of weeks. It's not even over yet. Still got, what's that, about 3 days to go?
This is day
11, is it? Yeah.
This is day 10, isn't it? No, it's Thursday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, 11. Yeah, I keep thinking it's Wednesday. I kept thinking yesterday was Tuesday as well. I'm a bit confuzzled with the weeks at the moment. Yeah, with the days even. I don't even know what a day is and a week is. Hannah Lawson is so glad I was able to snag one of the original Value 3D collection sets. Happy dance. Absolutely. It is limited stock though, this collection. If you want the best value, you need to be ordering it and checking it out right now.
You do indeed. So going in, so I'm putting that last petal in. So these large bauble-shaped petals, I would pop in first all the way around so you've got your 5. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take these ones here and then once again glue onto the bottom, and then what we're going to do is tuck these ones underneath. So if we tuck them under, and then we're going to press. So pressing it in, and we're going to hold that one in. We're going to pull up the petals, move them into position. So we're happy enough with them. So there's that one, there's that one. What we can then do is then we can go in with our next one. So that one can then go underneath into here. Don't worry about this centerpiece because it's not going to be seen. So if you're not exactly neat and tidy and central, doesn't matter whatsoever. So we're going to hold that one in that you can see here. And then what we can then do, I'm just going to hold that in once again, press that one in for it to grab. And then we're going to take our last one, which was this one. And then once again, what we're going to do is we're going to pop that one in, holding it into place. So if you're doing one side of a snowflake, that's where you would just need your 38 layers in total. If you are doing it as in the instructions where you do a double snowflake, all that you would do is repeat these steps exactly the same as to what I've done here. So if we then open these ones out, so then what we can do is pull all these. So pull, pull, work our way in that we can see here. So we're starting to get that star effect. I'm just going to go in. I'm just going to kind of re-budge this one. No, I can't because that's the one that I've already stuck down. Anyway, we'll go with that one. So you're starting to get the prongs of your snowflake that we can see here. And then what the instructions also step you through is to cut a strip of your cardstock, which is 1 inch, or your pattern paper, which is 1 inch by 11. And at ½ inch, all you're going to do is concertina these ones. So concertina all the way down, all the way around. And then what we can do is we can then go in with our tacky glue. So I'm going to overlay that one into here. And then I've taken another circle just to make it a little bit easier for myself. So I'm going to pop that one in. And then when it comes to these, all you're going to do is manipulate them and then fold them into place. And then as that starts to come into position, all that we can do is fold it in. I might have overlapped it slightly, so let's pull that one in. Let's see if I can then take
Rhonda says, what happens if you use single-sided paper? Well, I think you would avoid single-sided paper, wouldn't you, for these, Craig?
Yes and no.
I guess plain white ones might look lovely.
So earlier on, if you've seen Wake Up Call, I was doing some of them just in copier paper so that you could see how you would assemble them.
Right.
However, if I bring this one into the side, this is one that I've done, Joe, and that is single-sided.
Oh, I like that.
But it still works.
Because you could just use like a plain red paper and have a red and white one.
Of course you could, absolutely.
That's really clever how that looks.
So although we do say double-sided, that is so you've got that pattern being shown all the way throughout that honeycomb effect, it still looks nice if you use a single-sided one. So, you know, don't let that put you off, because that one that I've done there, that I just showed you, that was from our paper library, because they're single-sided. So you can be using that one. Paper library, absolutely. If you don't mind,
it's about 140 in the paper library.
About that, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just about the right side of weight to use for these then.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. So it's a little bit heavier than obviously the 100 GSM. Still works an absolute treat. If you're doing a half decoration, what I would do is I would half the layers that I've done. So I wouldn't necessarily do that full, whatever it was, 18 layers or something like that. Have a play with them. The thing is, we've given you the instructions to give you that best decoration. You can add a few layers, take a few layers off, have a play, see what you can come up with. So then I've gone in with my little rosette. So let's use my glue for speed. I'm going to pop that one into there. My rosette can go in. So this will start to compress some of these petals. It's normal. Don't you worry about that one. You know, they're not meant to be full on high. You'll see that from the finished samples. But what we can do, if you do want these petals to be higher up, just lift your rosette a little bit onto some foam pads or glue gel, or you don't even have to have a rosette, maybe a die cut circle or a big embellishment if you want, just to hide that workings. And then all that I'm going to do, let's just use our hot glue once again. I'm going to go into the middle there, and then I'm going to pop that one in. Even all of this is stepped you through within the instructions, so you don't need to remember anything and everything. And then popping that into place. And then all that you would then need to do is, this is the other one that I've done here. And it's not going to be quite symmetrical, but I'm still just going to put it together to show you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my hot glue for this one. And for popping ribbon on the back, this is where I would actually use hot glue. So I'm just going to pop that one into there. I'm just going to overlap that one there so it holds and tacks. And then what I can do is pop a few more little dots. Hot glue for this, glue gel for this, whatever your preference is. And just go in, make it really, really strong. And then all that you would then do is, in actual fact, what I'm going to do is I am purposely, Joe, going to offset it.
Okay.
So going to offset it. So then you've got, because it's double-sided as well, it means then you're still going to see that pattern from the back. But then, there we go.
How fabulous is that?
Snowflake. Now, using that 100 GSM pad, that could be lilac, that could be navy, you know, that could be some of the baby blues if you want to. But then just give that a spin down to either exact back to back, or of course, you can just offset them like I've done there. Go in with your glitters, go in with your gilded waxes, any your snows, anything like that. But for all 4 of these within this launch day, I've managed to show you how you construct each and individual ones. And then what you can do is you can have a play yourself, pop them onto cards, top of boxes. You know, you can do little pop outs that you can see into here. Really is lots and lots of different ways. Not surprised you've loved them as much as I have. I knew you would, but that is how within launch day you're able to create one of each one.
They really, really are cool. Let me take you back through what you're getting included in here. So you've got that Christmas tree, 2 different sizes there for you. The snowflake as well, which will also make 2 different sizes. I actually presumed it was just 1 size in the snowflake. I don't know why. You've then got your round bauble and also the teardrop bauble. So you've got 8 different ornaments that you can make here in the one bundle. I think that is why the value is so off the chart. You're also then getting, of course, the paper pad. The only way to get the paper pad is in the bundle. The individual ornaments are available over on the website, but when you get it all together, what you're getting is a load of freebies. So you're then going to get, of course, the glue dots. You're going to get the glue pens, and you're getting the faux snow as well. But it is limited stock. We are down to double figures now on this. It's super, super busy. I don't imagine this is absolutely your last chance to get a hold of it in this configuration right here. £50 or $65, it saves you £20 or $30 almost, and that comes down to £40 or $52 as a platinum member. A lot of you, do not miss out on that. Double points and free gifts there, remember. A lot of you are shopping ahead on our later cartload show as well. There is a brilliant dimensional box deal for you. Now, you buy 1, you get 2 3. So these should be £105 or $120. You're buying the trinket box, that's normally £35 or $40. You're getting the honeycomb and the bonbon for free in there. We don't know if that's going to make the later show. It is so busy. You've all found it on the website. They make great balloon weights. They make amazing gift boxes. There's lots you can do with those, but they are very busy, and we don't know if it's going to make it to that later show. So please be quick. Something else that is going really, really quickly is Sarah's bag. It is 2/3 of the stock gone. Sarah's selected a really awesome set of products in here for you that are all going to work together. So you've got some Spectrum Noir items and some absolutely amazing ones at that. So we're going to throw in there the sparkle pens, and you've got tri-blend brush pens in there too. She's also included some stamps in here because these are the perfect ones to be colouring using your Spectrum products. She's popped some rocker blocks in there for you as well. So that's a really lovely little colouring bundle that you've got just there. And she's also then, and you've got a little colouring book to go with that as well. $9.99 or $13 that's worth. What she's also then done is put together another little set, which is your jigsaw die. Now the jigsaw die on its own, that's worth £30 or $40, and she's giving you the mount board included to make that as well. You've also got in here a couple of other awesome bits. You've got some vellums in here too, which you're going to absolutely adore using. You could use them with the ornaments we just launched there if you wanted to. And she's given you one of her favourite embellishing dies, which is the butterflies. They're worth £7 or $9. And also the gilding flakes, so you can make those all sparkly and shiny. They are £7 or $9 also. Now these items alone, they come to £115 or $153. What you will also get is this. You will get another bonus bag in there, and that contains 5 stamp sets, 4 die sets, 1 embossing folder, and also the bag, the cost of the bag as well. Now that is £84 or $104 worth of extra. So altogether, it's worth over £200, almost $260. And I think, am I right in saying this will be the only chance you get to get hold of this bag as well? The bag will only be available with this goodie bag. The saving is off the chart. £40 or $60 is what you're saving here on this, so make sure you are snapping that up. How much of this has gone, Johnny? 2/3 of this has gone, so it's going to be very low stock by the time we get to that later show, so make sure you are getting that in your basket and getting it checked out. There's so much stuff, I can barely get it all in this bag, but Craig has got today's free gift over there, haven't you, Craig?
I do indeed. So if you've been spending £10, $10 or €10 or more, today's free gift is our Interlace Love Die. So this is the one that you're going to get. The one I love that you can see here. Absolutely beautiful. Simply through your die cutting machine creates that gorgeous die cut. That one itself is worth £20, but as I say, if you spend £10, $10 or €10, you're going to get that popped into your basket for absolute free. However, if you spend, of course, £50 or $50 or €50, you're going to get your 6x6 paper pad that's been designed exclusively for our birthday event. Also, you're getting a little voucher to spend in the next couple of months there. So that's what you're going to get for your £50 or $50. Then if you do spend £100, $100, I'll give you them, or I'll probably drop them. You can then...
Am I going the wrong way with them? I don't know.
Here we go.
There we go.
Thank you.
No, I'm holding them there for you.
Oh, God,
so they're on the close-up.
Got you. I see, yeah. That makes sense. That makes complete sense. But then if you spend £100, $100 or €100, you're going to get our 2 free glitter markers, exclusive colours for our birthday event. And of course, you're also going to get a £20, $20, €20 to...
People are tuning in there and thinking, he's got 3 hands.
He's got 3 hands.
What an amazingly busy show. There you are, thank you. An amazingly busy show that we have had. When are you back with us, Craig?
Sunday. Sunday I am back. Sunday. Colour Me Happy, myself and Leanne. I'm going to be on your side.
Right.
Leanne's going to be on that side.
Delightful.
We'll have some fun. So, so happy to at least be part of Wrap-Up Day when it comes to birthday event. Guys, thank you so much for that incredible day so far with this brand new
amazing,
launch.
isn't it?
Absolutely adored it. It was officially the busiest wake-up call that we've ever had. Crazy busy launch day. I've loved them, you've loved them, and I can't wait to see what you're going to be making with them.
And they are limited stocks. If they are in your basket, you want that best value, you do need to definitely get that checked out. And what I would say is shop across all of the cartload items that we have available for you, because lots of them are going to be gone before we actually get to the show this evening. That show comes up as well, 6 p.m. here in the UK, 1 o'clock on the East Coast, 10 a.m. if you're on the West Coast. Craig, massive thank you. Pleasure as it always is. I'll see you again back here very soon. I'll see you lot back here though in a couple of hours. Take care.
See you.